Hello everyone. Today we are going to see a very tricky piece in all of chess. It is called knight. It looks like a horse, but in chess terms it is called as knight. So let's try to understand how the knight moves. So knight movement, so many people confuse and they will say like it moves like in L shape like that. But I want to step away from those ideas and try to give a easy way to understand the power of knight. So let's assume the knight is moving like a rook. 1 2 squares, it moves like a rook straight, and it does the same in all directions. This is how you should assume first. It moves 2 squares up, 2 squares down, 2 squares sideways. This is how you should assume. After that, the knight goes left side 1 square, right side 1 square. This is the destination square the knight can reach. The black mark square is the destination square. So the knight moves like a rook 2 squares up and then reaches the destination square. I think we can forget about this square won't come. So the black square is the target square where the knight can move. Okay, by reaching this target square, the knight can give a great influence in the center. In the center, the knight moves in 8 directions. Let's try to figure out how it works. Okay, in the center, the knight goes in 8 direction. Top 2 squares like a rook and then go to the left, go to the right. Right side 1 2 like a rook and go to the left and go to the right. Bottom 1 2 left right. Sideways 1 2 left right. This is how the knight moves. So it is not like someone mentioned like a L square like that. This is how the knight moves. Let's push the knight to the corner. So in the corner, the knight is very limited, like the rook, bishop, queen and the king. The knight has no influence from the corner. So we already mentioned the knight goes like a rook 2 steps, 1 2 and then goes to the left and right. But in left there is no square available, so we cannot place anywhere. So you should stick with placing the knight in the right square. And to the sideways 1 2 left is there but right is not there, so you should leave the right square and then concentrate only on the left. In the bottom there is no square available, so you can leave as it is. Sideways there is no square available. Same applies to this knight. We can place here, can place here. 1 2 there is no right, there is only left. 1 2 there is no right there, left only there. 1 2 no right, left only there. 1 2 no left, right only there. This is how you should place the knight from the corner. Let's move to the edge. In the edge, the knight will vary a lot. For example, if you place the knight in this edge, it can move 1 2 3 squares. Okay, let's move the knight here. Let's move the knight here. So previously we have placed here, so it moves in 3 squares. Now if you place here, it will move 1 2 3 4. So it varies. It is not the same like in bishop, rook, queen and king. It is something different. So the knight movement in the edges will differ based upon how close the edge is in the center, from the center. So this, now it is going 4 squares. Let's move the knight further. You move further, again 4 squares. Okay, let's move the knight further. So these squares are all same. These 4 squares, the knight moves in 4 squares, but in this square only, in these squares, the knight moves only in the 3 directions. Sorry, in these squares, not these squares. These squares, the knight moves only in the 3 direction. From all other squares, it moves to 4 squares, up to these 2. To move 4 squares. Let's bring the knight closer to the center. So if you bring a knight here, this corner we will try to place. Now if we try to figure out how the knight moves, 1 2 left right, 1 2 left right, 1 2 left right, right. So the knight is moving 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. It is the same as in the edges. Even though it is closer towards the center, it can move only 4 squares. 1 2 4 squares only. Now let's bring the knight further to this center. Now if you observe how the knight moves, 1 2 left right, 1 2 left right, left right. So now it's going 1 2 3 4 5 6 squares. It's completely different. So we are moving the knight 1 squares up, it is going 6 squares. I think this will be the same for all the knights in between, from here to here. Here to here, the knight, all the knights move 6 squares. When the knight reaches this central square, which will draw, these are the main central. This is called extender center. When the knight is in between this center, it will move to 8 squares. I can confidently say. I have already known about. Let's see an example how knight moves. Knight is here, knight is here, knight is here, it is here. Now if we see how the knight moves, the knight goes here, 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 here. This is how the knight moves. So it moves in 8 directions. Same applies to this knight as well. So both knights are sharing some squares. This is how it works. The knight in the central extender center will give huge influence. This is very, very important thing. You should study the knight movement very deeply. Then only you will have a good solid understanding of how other chess pieces works and how it influences during the game. Thank you very much. In the center, extender center, the knight moves in 8 squares. Otherwise, it moves in 6 squares, 4 squares, and 2 squares. Thank you very much.